I am coming to you from This Is Knit in Dublin in Ireland. I'm doing the introductions even though this is on our account because I'm going to try something new today, which is to get on more than one guest, because today we are going to talk about a gorgeous new design from Justyna Lorkowska called the Nappe Shawl, and it's a collaboration with the wonderful girls Giulia and Stefania from Lanivendole in Italy. So we will be taking you from Dublin in Ireland to Poland and to Italy. So although we're all stuck at home, we can at least do a bit of digital traveling that way. You'll have to bear with me because this is the first time I've tried the multiple Zooms, and also because I have a little tickle in my throat. So I have my water beside me, and hopefully I can let Justyna and Stefania and Giulia tell you most of the stuff that we need to know about this gorgeous new design. So I'm going to just bring up these guys here. But fingers crossed, we should have Giulia and Justyna coming now. Yes, we've got two. Hello. It works. And it's such a relief for a start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Well, no better people to be doing it with. It's absolutely lovely to see you. I'm going to off. Let's start with Justyna first, I think, because you have the shawl and you can show us what it's all about and why we're here chatting. And then we'll figure out the tech side of it in a minute. So that is it there. So do you want to just tell us a little bit about actually, first of all, just to introduce yourself, if you don't mind, because I know you very well, but a lot of our followers might not. So you can tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started designing.
First of all, hi everybody. I'm Justyna Lorkowska and I'm from Poland. And well, Lisa and I, we've known each other for how many years? 6?
Many years. I was just thinking that the last time that you were in Dublin, because you've come a few times, but I had Woolen would have been the last time. But I remember Ben, who is now my 5-year-old baby, was beside us in a restaurant one time, just lying there a few weeks old. So that's yeah. I was saying it's sort of coming full circle. You should bring her on.
Well, she's falling asleep right now, so.
Well, congratulations, because I haven't seen you. Congratulations again.
This year, I'm going to have my 10th anniversary. So, yes, the first pattern I published on Ravelry in 2011, just 10 years ago, and I can't believe it. Of English, and somehow when I had kids, I started designing. And I started, first of all, knitting, then designing knitwear for kids, then for myself, then for everybody else. And I live in Toruń with my kids and my team partner right now, and with my two who are sitting next to me, you know.
Cuties.
Okay.
And, I design generally something that I like to wear. So these might be some garments that are pretty flattering, and shawls and accessories. Everything that I would like to wear and I'd like to see myself. And I remember scrolling for some time around winter, scrolling through Instagram, and I saw a picture of wonderful yarn somewhere on Instagram, and I saw a name that I didn't know before, and it was Lanivendole. I was like, I don't know them, but they have really pretty yarn. I really know them and asked, maybe they would like to collaborate. So I did it. And we started chatting, and I picked the colors.
Justyna, could I ask you? Sorry, would you mind coming a little closer to the camera, because I'm getting comments there to say that they can't hear you very well. So okay. Sorry.
Yes, I'm here. I'm closer. Don't worry.
Scoosh.
So it took us a while to pick the colors because I wanted to have. If I remember correctly, I was very picky about pink. So, I was picking colors until I finally decided, and the girls were not sure, but I was like, believe me, I want those colors. And and then I started, when I got the yarn, it's really, really nice. It's pretty woolly and very warm, and I started knitting, and I was knitting, then I went to labor, and I stopped knitting. And so somewhere in the middle of the shawl, I had to go to hospital. And so when I came back home, I finished the shawl quickly, and we could finally, take the pictures and publish it. And the best part is that, you know, I went to hospital just before, you know, that part, which is like, you know, this part, the brown part. So the
Yeah.
whole show was almost done. Like, oh man, I have to go to hospital. I have to go and, you know, deliver this baby. And then I went to hospital. So I came back home and, you know, after the delivery, and I finished the shawl. And then it took me a while to decide on. I knew that there was something missing in the shawl, and I decided to, because I still had some yarn left, I decided to make those tiny tassels that you can see.
I love them. I
Yeah.
love them. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like
Really
4
lovely.
big, and you know each line, the line that divides the color blocks, it finishes with tassels,
Hmm.
and then you know I was thinking about the name. What should I name it? Because I honestly suck about at naming shawls and naming patterns. So I decided to look for some Italian word, and
Hmm.
I googled. I hope I did it correctly, actually.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah.
Get the thumbs up.
Well, is Nappe? Is it?
How do you pronounce it? Nappe?
Nappe. Yeah,
Nappe.
that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I named the shawl, and I actually wear it a lot because I'm very, very much into colors like that. You know, the orange, the deep orange, and dusty pink. So I really love it. You know, I could
They
wear everything like that.
they really suit you as well. I think all the pictures, you know, it just shows off the whole scene and it fits really nicely. I love it. And it's a great size, isn't it? Because it's 5 skeins that go
It's,
into the shawl.
they're almost the same size, right? So,
Mhm.
you know, I love big shawls and I love making them, but when it comes to wearing them, it's really, really problematic. And I end up, you know, just either selling them or they end up in the closet and I take them to shows and just show them to people during classes, but I never wear them. And I realized that just before, you know, casting on for this shawl, I realized because I was wearing my old shawl, which is called Beastkeeper, and it has the same construction, which is like a very, very long triangle that's not very deep. It's like about 56, no, no, that's not even 50 centimeters, about 40, 50 centimeters deep.
Mhm.
And I realized that, well, this is the only shawl that I wear right now, even though I have lots of them. Never enough. But but um, but this is the only one that I actually put on myself, and it's good for the when you go into the car, when you go outside, and it doesn't. I'm short, so I can't have a lot of
Me
volume.
too.
I love making them. It's brilliant, and when you photograph them, they are so beautiful, right? And they start to shine, but you don't wear them
Yeah.
because too much bulk in here, right? And
Hmm.
Yeah.
wear a regular shawl, it ends up almost at my knees. And no, no.
Okay.
So
So it,
I realized, that this very shallow hat is the only, actually the most popular type of a shawl for me that I actually wear. So I decided with this one to do something similar, right? So it's a very, very, very long triangle that's not very deep. And you have increases on both sides. And actually, it's like TV knitting. It's for knitflixing. It's just
yeah,
garter.
I was going to ask if there's any special techniques or how you'd qualify it in terms of skill level.
Beginner. Beginner.
Okay.
You just
Great.
need to go knit through the front and back. That's it, basically. And yarn over. Sorry, yarn over.
Okay. We can do that. We can
Very,
do that.
very simple. You know what? I've realized that every knitter, I think almost every knitter goes through that. At the beginning, when we learn how to knit, we want to learn knit, purls, lace, cabling, everything. You're
Mhm.
just crazy. For a year or two, we go to the most advanced knitting, and then there comes a moment when we say, I actually like garter.
Mm.
And we start
Mm.
doing everything in garter. Have you noticed this?
That or like just simple, straightforward brioche or moss stitch. I tend to go back to
Yeah.
texture, definitely. Yeah.
Exactly. Go through all those stages of very intricate lace, very intricate cabling.
Mm.
Go to the beginning, and you just say like, well, just pure knits are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just garter and ribbing and
I
tassels.
love it. I think it works so well. They're paired beautifully, and I really like the highlight, the line that you've put between them, and where that thing where you're saying it just needed that something, and the pulling it all together. Yeah, it's more than the sum of its parts, I think, you know. It just,
Yeah.
a lot more special. So, well, of course, it's got some very special yarn in it then as well. So, Giulia, do you want to talk to us a little bit about there's two different types of Lanivendole yarn in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, there
yay!
she is.
Yes.
And
I
then there
just
was
couldn't.
four.
I was just bumping off because Instagram wouldn't allow me to enter by myself. But anyway.
Great.
Yes.
We have you
Hi
now.
there.
This is fantastic.
Yes,
Hello,
yes.
everybody. Hey.
Hello.
Hello. So, well, Eustace very, very kindly told us all about the shawl just there. I'm sure you saw. So,
Yeah,
we'd just love to
I
know
heard it.
a little bit more about the yarn and the special stuff that goes into what you guys do.
Sure.
Well, let's start with the yarn that this is the original combination that Justyna chose. And this is the pink because lately we've been making so many that it's been our decision also for this, I think.
Yes. Oh, you have it.
I think so. Yeah. Rosa Pina?
No?
No, it's Cyprian.
Okay.
It's
More
yeah,
pinks.
yeah, but it was, it was choosing between Rosaspina, I think, and Giulia, so yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, there are two of our bases in the shawl. The one, this one, it's the one we've started off, our project, Lanivendole, which is a chic blend, and it's a composition of 60% Italian wool from Verona, which is called, the breed, it's Brogna, 20% alpaca and 20% mohair. And well, it kind of, let's say, summarize what we do and how we started this project, because we were looking to make an Italian yarn, produced with Italian fibers from breeders that we've known because of our work together. And so this is, we usually gather the fibers directly. We started by gathering them directly from the breeders, and now we are gathering them from breeders associations because they've been, united and they've become bigger. And for starters, Brogna was a breed that was nearly extinct. It comes from the Middle Ages. So we're really fond of this breed because this association was able to recover it. And also, well, this is the, the main, our main blend, with the one with that we started with, but we'd also have yeah,
it's beautiful stuff. It really is. It's got a lovely feel to it, I have to say. And I'm fascinated about the breed that has been recovered as well. It sounds like something really special. So you said it's 20% or 60% of the Brogna wool in there. It's very good. And do you find it difficult then to source, or has it been sort of rejuvenated to the extent that you can do decent quantities?
Yeah, well, let's say that we had to kind of adjust because, and I think that you can see how different it's our yarn from, others, maybe more commercial or big brands yarns, because the yield really changes from year to year. And so one year, not with this wool in particular, but with Aquilana, another wool that's from Abruzzo, the shepherds decided to skip a year to have a bigger quantities to send to the mill, because still the quantities are really low to be processed in the mill. So, and we were just, without wool for a year
Almost
and a half.
years.
So yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine how excited you were when you finally got your hands back on it.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And I love the way you talk about your brand as, being so connected to nature. And like you're saying, the variance from season to season, that it's like it's like wine, you know, it's a natural product. You're going to get that variation, but like fine wine. I like that too. So they're absolutely beautiful. And you both come from kind of hand spinning fiber backgrounds as well. So you started off hand spinning and then went into the more, I'm not going to say commercial production, but just the how would you put it?
That's actually how we
Like
met, because I was holding a textile arts association workshops with a friend, and Giulia was one of our attendees to a hand spinning course, because she was about to start her goat farm, and she wanted to pick up and learn to spin her own cashmere. And so it was quite funny, because when she told about this project, we thought she was insane, because it looked like crazy at that time. And but then we just kept in touch, and then we got friends in fibre, let's say. And but yes, you know, those days were very precious, because we managed to know many breeders and associations and mills, because we were just gathering fibers for our courses, dyeing and carding and blending and so on. And that was the starting point, because we had all this stuff in our hands, and so we said we have to make something with, because it's too beautiful and precious. And also we were lucky, because by that time many breeders, especially wool breeders, were starting to recover their fibers, not only for meat or milk, but also for the wool. And we just grew together, let's say, both for the Brogna project and the Aquilana as well. So it's really...
Sounds like you were in the right ecosystem, isn't it, at the right time? That you were all feeding into each other.
Because in Italy there are not so many mills and wool producers, and you know, we have a great industry for big brands and for spinning and for dyeing. Many commercial yarns, they are done in mills and plants in Italy, but for the smaller quantities they are almost all closed now. And that's one of the reasons why also the wool breeds were almost extinguished, because in the past 50, 60 years, all the little industries were just closing. And so it's easier to get in touch.
Well, it's very similar in Ireland, but I know that there is some sort of groundswell of movements towards recovering some of the rarer breeds, and to support the Irish wool industry again. We'd had the same of the sheep were being bred more for food stuff than they were for fleece and things. So maybe you could teach us a few things over this how to do it right. Yes, come back.
Let's hope so.
So you were saying that the collaboration came about because Justyna, you just came across the girls' beautiful yarn on Instagram and stuff.
I just saw yarn and I was like, oh my gosh, they have really, really nice colors. And I like that yarn, you know, in my hand. Try it. Yeah. You just emailed her, or I even talked to you on Instagram, I think.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Like, would you like to collaborate? I see that you have really, really nice yarn, and I'd love to, you know, get my hands on it.
I like that. It's just the knitter's instincts were strong there. It was just like a
Not only when it comes to yarn.
Fantastic. Well, I just love this, because it's, as I say, we're Dublin and Poland and Italy, and that all of this is being done digitally, even before COVID. But like, it just shows what can happen when people get together, you know, a bunch of talented people. So it's fantastic to have you. You sort of were a part of it in terms of just getting the word out, really. You know, all the talent is on your side, so I'll take it. But you guys, have you ever met in person?
No, I think we were in Dublin, right? At Hulen.
Yeah, we were in Dublin, sure. Yeah. For both editions, but
your paths didn't cross.
Yeah, we never met.
See, that's the thing about fibre festivals. We can all be in the same place, but it's 2 minutes in a corridor going, hi.
And we may say she was already famous, but we weren't. So perhaps we saw her and we recognized her, but she...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, I couldn't talk to her. No.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Because
always
at
anxious.
young show you start being shy and look at people and see, oh wow, ooh, look at that. But at the end of the show you get to talk to everybody that passes
Yeah.
by.
All the inhibitions are gone at that
Yeah.
stage. We've been in the bar together. So
Yeah, exactly.
okay, hang on. I did have a few prepared questions, so I'd like to make sure everything covered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
stick to
sorry. I
that.
had another one for Justyna. I know now you had obviously the labor interruption in this, but aside from that, do you want to tell us a little bit more about how long does it take in terms of getting from the concept to reaching out to getting the right yarn? How long does it take to get a professional design from concept to publication? Yeah, with or without. You can do either.
Well, it depends. Sometimes, well, let's just say January. January takes about a couple of months. I would say 2-3 months, depending on what you're going to make. And it also depends on your schedule. Right? So if you have a tight schedule, then it takes a little bit longer. But my life, got really strange last year. It's still strange, but some of my projects, some of my ideas, they had to be moved away in time. And I definitely didn't want to sign up to anything that required me to have a deadline. sorry, to have a deadline, like very strict deadline, because I knew that I may not be able to keep it. So I decided, to just work basically on my ideas. And when I talked to the girls, we were very relaxed about the deadlines. Right? She said, like, well, if you make something, that's fine. If you don't, then don't. But I really wanted to buy the yarn, so I did something with it. Generally, when you get contacted by some companies, or when you decide on a collaboration, it's very good to plan ahead, like at least half a year ahead.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're right now, we are ahead of summer, so I would be planning right now some kind of knitwear for winter, for fall, because you need to first of all take into account the yarn delivery. Then you have to get some ideas, and it depends. Sometimes some yarnies, they give you, say, free hands, so you can do whatever you want. They just give you yarn. But it is also pretty common that yarnies want to have some sketch, some idea, so they are not sending them yarn into the void, let's say, right? So it just disappears and nothing happens to it.
Yeah.
So if you already have an idea, then you need to cast on, and it depends on how fast you knit. Sometimes you can make something, if something is super exciting and super easy, and you have a lot of time on your hands, you can make something in 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes you 2 months. It depends. I still have some, designs that took me years, but life happens.
Okay, you're human. A lot of us have those things. The projects that are sitting aside in the corner, staring at us. Yeah. Remember me.
Then you have typing. I like to, because whenever I believe that I will know, I will remember, so I don't need to type down, I don't need to make notes, it never happens. So if I say I will remember what I did, I'm sure that I will never ever publish it. So I really like to either design before, type in everything that I know before, and then check with my, on the needle, or I type in as I go, and which is probably the most common one, because sometimes, I can't get somewhere in the middle of it, or I rip back, and then so I work as I go. So then it takes about, I don't know, a week for for the edits, for to write down all the numbers if you're grading something. Then it takes a while for talk to my editor Eleanor. We send the pattern back and forth, and then testing, right? So some I like to have my design tested. So let's add about a month to that. Depends on what kind of a pattern. If it's a hat, that might be a week, maybe 2 weeks. if it's a shawl, about a month, I would say. And then, we have to get together and decide on a date where we publish it together, like the 8th of April.
Funny date. So that date has come after many months of work and many other things that you were working on as well at the same time. So your pattern now has been published today, and it's available in a couple of different locations, isn't it? So
on Ravelry, and I know a lot of us are struggling with Ravelry right now. So I also added the pattern to Take It, and I also added not only this one but all the old patterns to Lovecraft. And I'm also working on one more store, but that will be revealed next month.
to be revealed. Ooh. I like a good tease. You got to throw in something teasing into one of these lives. So that's fantastic. Okay, so if anybody's interested in getting the pattern by themselves, they can get it from any of those sources. They can also get the yarn combinations from.
Are there, right?
Exactly. Okay, so it's Nappe, which is Nappe, and you can search for that. And then, girls, do you want to show us the color combinations that you have available? So the kits for pre-order from us or from yourselves. So the original design, Justyna's casting, drawing around. It's beautiful. I really do love that color combination.
Yes, it's amazing.
This color.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
The bracci. Yeah, I think, but before Giulia didn't show it, but because that's in a Heavenly Blend. Actually, we talked about the Chic Blend that were the two are the main colors, but the Heavenly is one of our most beloved ones because it all started because of Giulia's Cashmere, and that's the personification, we would say, of her work.
Yeah. Word, it really does. I mean, I wish you could have philo vision on this. So so it's three skeins of Chic Blend and 2 skeins of Heavenly Blend.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this one is the original one.
And
I'm got
right, those skeins. Because yesterday I checked, on Ravelry, they have the same yardage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just to have them most of our yarns are in fingering weight, so it's in 50 grams for 225 meters, and it's really a nice yardage because it takes not a lot of skeins to make sweater or. Yeah, and keep making them.
Yeah, well, we did it intentionally when we thought of our first blends because we wanted to swap bases and to match different colors and different, perhaps the undyed ones or the cashmere that is more
like
precious with the cheapest chic, and so that's the reason.
They work perfectly well interchangeably.
So this one is Stefania's kit.
Yeah. Very nice. I love that bright pop. I like it.
Yeah, Ramarro. And also this. Yeah.
Coralli.
And then there's Lisa's kit.
Yeah.
Purple.
With Nebulosa. Seiya. And Senape.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make that one.
Yeah.
With another
it's really springy.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, this time of year. Right?
And then there's this one that reminds me a lot of the sea.
Yeah.
And this is Giulia's kit with Luna.
Beautiful.
Nautilus. Which is and Libellula.
Absolutely gorgeous. Very nice. Oh, too many choices. Too many. I have to stick with my namesake, though, I think.
To be coherent.
Sorry, Justyna, which...
That's why it took me so long to pick colors.
Yeah, I remember.
Too many.
I remember. It was difficult, I know.
It's creative. It's her artistic license. She can be difficult. She's okay. Said nothing. Okay, I have a very serious question now. So, does anybody have, because you've got these beautiful little mini tassels, and this is selfish of me because I want to know, have you got tips for making little beautiful neat tassels? Do you use any particular tools, or do you, how do you make yours?
When
I
when I
sorry.
make them, it's definitely in the instructions how to make them, right?
Oh,
But
good.
when I make them, I'm lazy bones. So when I make them, and when I measure, the amount of yarn to be cut,
Mhm.
I count, try to calculate how many tassels do I have to make, how many yarns to make one tassel. Then I count how many strands I have, and I try to have as many as possible, or the proper number at the beginning, and just
Mhm.
divide. I pick the like 10. I pick them from the pile and make a tassel. Keep your measure. If you don't have anything to measure the length of yarn you need to take, you can just wind the yarn around something like a book. Put the line around a book when you see. I don't know, you have a book from here. I have a book here. So you wind around like that from here,
Yeah.
and then pat from the edges, and then take it off. Take it off and pat, and then you have strands of yarn. So this is what. And if you don't have any like tape measure or anything like that, right?
Yeah, I've done the book. I've done the book method before, but I'm curious because I see these tassel making tools, and I wonder had anybody else ever tried them. Never tried them. No.
Right? Because you have perfect combos, but these are 100% handmade by me.
Beautiful. There's
Yes.
you've clearly nailed the method. Anyway, definitely they're gorgeous.
A couple of them.
There's a few there. I have a question from Knitting Genie for the Lanivendole ladies. They're saying, is your yarn available in US or Canada?
Well,
Canada.
yeah, we just ship worldwide, so she can have the kits on our website, and we ship without any. I'm sorry, I have the sun coming right in my face. I keep moving, but I have no more space. Anyway, and we do have a few retailers, and she just if she's able to write us a direct message, it would be great, so we can.
You can let her know about the local retailers. Yeah. So, but these specific kits at the moment, they're just
they're just
available
available on our website and at yours, of course.
and ours, and we'll ship worldwide as well, absolutely. But there's to be fair to the shout out here, there's Yarn Bar as well. Must be one of your stockists. And they said yes, you can stock them. So hello, yes, you've got great choice in Yarn Bar.
Thank you.
So, okay, so we've done Justina's website. Obviously, your website, girls, is lanivendole. Is it .com?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And then you're following us all here. Follow everybody that you see. If you came from a different account, it's great to have you with us. And our own site is thisisknit.ie here in Ireland as well. So unless anybody else has any other questions for you ladies, I will let you go off to your beautiful new baby girl, Justyna, and to the beautiful Italian sunshine.
Well, it's quite
freezing here.
It's raining all the time in here.
It is, yeah. I'm waiting, but just the next week to pass, and then it'll be summer, right? Maybe. We hope so. Listen, it's been absolutely wonderful to see you all, and thanks to everybody who's joined us today.
Yes.
The kits are on pre-order until Monday, the 12th of April, and then they were going to ship in the last week in April out to everybody who's placed their pre-orders. And Justyna, go ahead.
Yes, and the pattern is already available on Ravelry and Paytip and Lovecraft, and on Ravelry and Paytip there is a code valid for 20% discount if somebody wants to use it, and it's just like the name of the shawl, Nappe. Right, so you can do it in your card, and it's valid on Ravelry and on Paytip. I can't do it on Lovecraft. I don't know how it works there.
Okay. Fantastic. So you can, and that's valid until when?
That's valid until also Monday.
Also Monday.
Okay. Perfect.
Brilliant. Listen, ladies, absolutely fantastic. I'm glad we got the technology to work in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really hope that we can all meet in a bar someday and lose all our
Yes,
reservations
absolutely.
together.
Let's hope. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We can't
It'll be
wait.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Thank you so much,
enjoy your
Julia.
Bye.
evenings. Take care. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Jess. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.